All right, let's talk about what really separates the winning traders from, well, everyone else. And I'll give you a hint. It's not some secret indicator or a perfect chart setup. Nope, it's all about mastering your inner game.
We spend so much time analyzing market risk, right? We're looking at volatility, economic news, the whole shebang. But what if the single greatest threat to your trading account isn't out there at all? What if it's a lot closer to home?
That's right. The most unpredictable, most volatile element in any trade is the person staring back at the screen. Your own psychology can take a perfect data-driven strategy and just completely tear it to shreds.
I mean, think about it like this. You can have this amazing, meticulously backtested system with a proven edge. But that edge means absolutely nothing if you can't execute it flawlessly, day in and day out. And the number one reason for messing up that execution? It's not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of mental control.
And this quote just nails it. The market is basically an arena that's perfectly designed to mess with our heads. All those very human things, fear, greed, hope, they are powerful forces that can hijack a perfectly good strategy and turn it into a mess of impulsive, costly trades.
So if you're going to win this battle, you first have to know who you're up against, right? So let's get properly introduced to the psychological traps that every single trader, and I mean every single one, from the newbie to the seasoned pro, has to face down.
First up is fear, and man, this one is a double-edged sword. It's so destructive in two completely opposite ways. On one side, you've got the fear of losing. This is what makes you freeze up, hesitate on a perfect setup until the moment has passed. And on the other side, fear of missing out. Good old FOMO. It does the exact opposite. It makes you recklessly chase a move, jumping in at the worst possible price. Either way, you're deviating from your plan.
And then, of course, there's greed. Think of it as fear's ambitious cousin. Greed is that little voice that whispers, hey, just bend the rules this one time. It's what tells you to take on way too much risk or to hold a winner way past your target hoping for a miracle. It's the fastest way to blow up your account, period.
So, what's our weapon against these inner enemies? It's one word: discipline. Now, it's simple to say, but so hard to actually practice. Discipline is the bridge that connects your strategy to your results. It's about doing what you're supposed to do, exactly when you're supposed to do it, without letting your feelings get a say in the matter.
Okay, so knowing the problem is one thing, but fixing it is something else entirely. So let's start building out your mental toolkit. We're talking practical strategies you can start using like today.
Think of this as your pre-game warm-up. Seriously, before the market even opens, just take 5 minutes. First, do a quick meditation to quiet all that mental noise. Second, actually reread your trading plan, your rules for entry, exit, and risk. Then, third, close your eyes and just visualize yourself following those rules perfectly, calmly. You're getting your mind right for the session ahead.
This right here is a massive mental shift you have to make. See, amateurs judge their day based on whether they made or lost money. But the pros, they judge their day based on their execution. Did I follow my plan? Because look, you can't control if a single trade wins or loses. That's out of your hands. But you can 100% control whether you follow your own rules. Focus on that process and the profits will eventually follow. And here are a few more quick tools for the kit. Mindfulness, just being present. It creates this tiny little space between feeling an impulse and actually clicking the mouse. It's a lifesaver. Keep an emotional journal. It's like watching game film of your own mind. Helps you spot those repeating mistakes. And maybe the most important one, remember that your profit and loss for the day has nothing to do with your value as a person. Separate the two.
Now, tools are great for the day-to-day grind, but trading is a marathon, right? You are going to have losing streaks. It's not an if, it's a win. So the long-term goal isn't just to manage your emotions in the moment, but to build up real mental toughness that can weather any storm.
And that's what resilience is all about. It's your ability to bounce back. It's what keeps you in the game. It's getting knocked down by a bad run of trades and still having the mental strength to get back up, shake it off, and execute that very next trade exactly according to your plan. No fear, no doubt.
I absolutely love this reframe because it changes everything. A loss is not a personal failure. It's just a piece of data. It's the market giving you information. Think of it like paying tuition for your education. When you see it that way, it takes the emotional sting out and makes it a productive experience.
So, you've paid that tuition. What do you do with it? You learn from it. You analyze the trade. Did you actually make a mistake? Or was this just one of those times your edge didn't work out? This is how you get better.
And you have to internalize that this is all just a game of probabilities. Any single trade is random. It's the pattern over hundreds of trades that actually matters.
Here is a huge risk management tool. Not for your money, but for your mind. Just like you have a stop loss for your trades, you need a stop loss for your mindset. Maybe it's after 3 losses in a row. Or maybe it's the second you feel that revenge trading urge bubble up. Whatever it is, define it beforehand. And when you hit it, you walk away. That's it. Reset. Come back fresh tomorrow.
So, as we start to bring this all together, the main message becomes incredibly clear. The real path to long-term success in trading, it's not going to be found in some secret indicator or a magical algorithm.
Ultimately, it all boils down to this. You can spend years, literally years, perfecting a strategy. But if you haven't spent the time to master your own mind, you are trading with one hand tied behind your back. Your psychological strength, that's the foundation that all real, lasting success is built on.
And that's really the question I want to leave you with today. You've got your charts, you've got your plan, you've got your data. Your strategy is all set to go. But after everything we've just talked about, you have to really ask yourself, is your mind,